You are not going to believe this, but the Biden administration is thinking about reinstituting the Cash for Clunkers program. They're actually discussing this in the White House. Now, in case you're unfamiliar with this, back after the recession of 2008 and 9, Obama became president, and one of the ideas under his administration was this Cash for Clunkers thing. It was to do basically two things. One, encourage people to move from gas guzzlers to cars that were more efficient. And there were no electric cars at that time, so it was just, get a car with better gas mileage. The second thing it was to do, the auto manufacturers took a huge hit in that recession, so this would encourage people to buy American-made cars, and so it would help the economy with the car companies. The program, complete, utter disaster. Nothing worked. It only made it about 3 months. Congress refused to put more money into it, but hundreds of thousands of people said, hey, I'm in for this. The government gave $4,000 or $5,000 for cars that were worth like $1,000. The only condition was it had to be running. That's it. Even crazier, of the 600,000 plus people who took advantage of this, only about 1 in 6 went and purchased another car. They just kept the cash, man, and so would I. I've got right out here right now, an old Nissan Frontier pickup. It's worth about $1,500. I only use it when I need it. It's very handy. But if you came to me and said, hey, Bill, I'll give you $10,000 for it, it's yours, baby. It is yours. Such a ridiculous thing to offer way more than a car's worth and to spend taxpayer dollars on that. And then they didn't use the money for the new cars. It was a complete disaster. They shut it down. So Biden's now thinking about doing it again. I'm sure here's the changes they would make. One, give way more money than they did back then. And secondly, you trade your, gas-powered car for a battery-powered car. Never mind that you can't get any battery-powered cars. They would do it anyway. Now, there's some lessons that you need to understand here about how government works. Number one, they don't care about your money, about taxpayer money. And it's the only way they can deal with a problem. When you have a family problem, financial problem, or business, you come up with all the possible solutions. Within government, there's only one solution in every situation. You throw taxpayer dollars at it. And if it doesn't fix the problem, just keep pumping the money in. That's the way they work. A second thing is no matter how bad a program is, how disastrous it is, how wasteful of money it is, it never dies. They will do it again and again. We also learned about Biden's leadership style here. He does pretty much everything based on his predecessors, Trump and Obama. If Trump did it, then Biden is going to do the exact opposite. So the Keystone Pipeline, building the wall, both of these things, Biden stopped. Now, never mind the tens of thousands of people who had good paying jobs to do these things. Never mind the materials the government bought and now are just piled up in places. Again, they don't care about taxpayer dollars. He just went the opposite direction. Whereas Obama, no matter what he did, it's a good thing. Thus, Cash for Clunkers. Even though it was a complete failure, they are thinking about doing it again. Sometimes you just have to scratch your head. I hope you'll just take away from this that maybe government is not the best way to solve our problems.